Now let's talk about the trend of the next 3 to 6 months. Again, guys, this is my thought process, this is my understanding. The way we are getting the indications from Bank of Canada, the way inflation is coming down, the way we see the inventory level, right, in the market. See right now how the inventory level can go high. Let's say the number of sales gets stable at 5,000 and every month you're getting next new 7 to 8,000 houses. Even that will take 2 to 3 months to build up the inventory. But right now the problem is sales is going up as well. Number of houses has gone double from January to March. So I still see there is going to be a challenge of inventory because there are almost 10,000 new houses coming in the market every month, out of which 7 to 8,000 get sold. So we are just increasing the inventory by 1,000 to 2,000. So even if we go for another 3 months, that's going to add another 5,000 houses. And against a sale of 7,500, if we add new 5,000 houses, that will still make 15,000. So my logic tells me it will take 6 months of continuous pouring of the inventory or coming the new houses. Only then we can have the problem. And the sales either stay stable or goes down.
Raman, have we added the seasonality to it? Because as spring and summer comes, we have more inventory as compared to fall and winter. So did we actually put that into perspective as well?
That actually is a big myth in the markets.
Okay.
Review the statistics from last 5 or 10 years. You will see, especially in GTA, and I will give you the logic and reason for that. The seasonality or the weather doesn't matter. I'll tell you, because this market is more dominated by South Asian communities.
That's true.
Trust me, they are very, I would say, very open.
Go-getters.
They're go-getters. They don't care if it's a winter.
Yeah.
Right? So for them, the first and topmost priority is buy it or sell it. Right? I have seen a lot of people buying the house. They just went with one of their friend, to a builder, had no plan to buy the house, but end up buying one house for themselves, as if they are buying grocery. So would you please introduce yourself?
My name is Raman.
How long you been in the real estate?
10 years.
10 years? Wow. What brought you here today?
Interest.
Interest? Good. That's great. Now I feel happy to see people still have a zeal to learn, to understand the real estate market and, to be interactive with each other. That's very, very important. Let's talk about the most important stuff because, as a realtor, I think a lot of people, they appreciate what SaveMax is doing as a marketing strategy. Who is impressed with the kind of marketing what we do? Pretty much like 2-3 people out of this group. What do you like about us? Tell me.
Social media presence.
Social media presence, great.
Aggressive.
Aggressiveness, very good. What else?
Taking actions.
Taking actions, very good. What else?
I like how your team is always working together. I believe that's a core. You got a good team,
Right.
especially Kavi. I follow her on TikTok, and I think she's just very, very hard worker. She's a hard worker.
Fantastic, guys. So first and foremost thing, we all talk about it. Social media, marketing tools. See, you like our social media? Do you do it?
I try to. That's the reason I'm here, to learn more about this strategy.
Right? First strategy, do it.
Yeah.
Do it wrong. No problem. The challenge is we always try to keep learning, making it perfect, but never start. So I will give you a formula of creating success on social media. Right? So you have to, first of all, present a professional and trustworthy image through a well-designed website, social media presence, and promotional material. How can you do that? He talked about Kavi. What do you like about Kavi?
Well, she's very passionate.
She's very passionate.
She doesn't care what anybody's writing down there. I called her one day. I said, how do you handle all this? Because even you, I think I texted you. I said, how do you handle all this there's a lot of negativity, but you still do it with a smile. That's what I liked about it.
So guys, that is the first learning for all of us. You're gonna get a lot of negativity. Keep doing it. That negativity should not stop you. Rather than that, what I would say, if you are able to understand, you're gonna get criticized, you're gonna get trolled, right? If you have to take out that fear out of your mind. But let me tell you that negativity is not negativity. That is the biggest positivity can happen to you. Did you see any positive person making a comment on your video? Very rare. Very rare. I'll give you a live example of something very fantastic. That's how people making the biggest mistake of their life. One of my team member, one of my franchise team member, he was struggling with the deals from last 2-3 months. Right? He called me, he said, Raman, I am feeling a little bit kind of disappointed. I'm not getting business, this and that. My team is not motivated enough. I said, come and see me. I said, you have to come and see me 30 minutes, 3 times in a week. When he came to me on 4th time, he said, I have done 17 deals in last 1 week. Right? I said, that's great. Next morning I called him. I said, can you do me a favor? Can you please put up a message in the group about your experience so that we can encourage others? I did not see that message. Next day morning he came to me and we were just talking, and the first thing he said, Raman, I'm sorry I did not put the message. You know what? I have an apprehension. I have a problem. I said, what is that? He said, if I put a message, some people are going to say, you are buttering Raman. And I said, yeah, that's right. Don't put the message. And I was thinking, look at the biggest mistake he's making in his life. He's not bothered about what Raman is going to think. He's bothered about those 3 negative people who are pulling him down. And that is what is the biggest killer for you guys in your life. You guys are so much worried about those idiots who are pulling you down, and that is called the peer pressure. That is called the social pressure. And those negative people are so much free, or they have so much time to capture your brain. I won't spend my time on him. Right? But those negative people will keep calling him. Oh, see, you're trying to buttering. Guys, this is what is the social media. You're going to get those negative people. If they bog you down, wish you good luck. Then, trust me, you can never ever get success. Then forget about success. So, that is a good learning for all of you on social media. You have to present your personality over there. I'll take Kavi's example. So she used to make a lot of dance videos on TikTok, and she was getting a lot of traction. But she was not talking about real estate. Right? So I saw her dance videos, and so one day I called Kavi and I said, Kavi, you're making these dance videos fantastic, but you're not using it as an advantage to you. So whenever you're doing a dance video, at the end of the video, please make sure you say just one line. I'm a dancer by passion, but realtor by profession. And do you know how much money she made from TikTok videos last year in 2022 in the recession, in the low market? Any guess? Ash? Any number?
200,000.
You're not even half. She made actually more than $350,000, $400,000 from TikTok videos. You might be thinking that it's only like TikTok pays you money. No, she got a lot of business. Listen, this guy talked about Kavi out of those 300 people sitting here in the office. So she created that branding, right? That is how powerful the social media can be. So first thing what you have to do is, you have to Work out on your passion, what you like doing the most. Let's say you like reading books. You start talking about reading books on your social media. Let's say you like cooking food. Let's say you like dancing. Let's say you like cleaning. Because that's your passion. That is going to bring that energy out of you. Right? That is going to build you the audience. So, that is your passion side. This should be 30 to 40%. Now, people want to see your personal side as well. Especially when it comes to buying real estate or selling real estate, people want to deal with somebody who has family values. Because real estate or a house is all about family. That is why I was saying it's an emotional call. So, your 30% content should be something personal. Right? You're putting up a strong message that you're a family man. And rest 25 to 30% content should be related to your business. Whereas I've seen people putting 100% content of the listings and all that stuff. That is never ever going to build up your social media.
How much time did it take for you to start with, let's say, Instagram, YouTube, whatever platform, to where you are today? Like, I know it's a consistent effort, but what was the duration?
It doesn't matter how much the duration is. It's still an ongoing process. See, building up a social media, there's no criteria. I have to reach 8 billion people. So if I have to give you the average time, it will take you 6 to 12 months. At least to start building up your presence on the social media. You have to be very consistent for at least first 6 months, irrespective of the results. After 6 months, you start mapping the outcome. First 6 months, don't even care about it. First 6 months, you have to build up a confidence in you. The day you make 5 or 10 videos, watch your own confidence. Watch yourself, and that is what is going to create success for you. It is not about others. Social media is first about you. Another important thing, we always talk about marketing, but we don't utilize the right marketing strategies. I have seen people, I call them secret agents, CIA, FBI. People don't tell people they are realtors. Am I right? Who is secret agent among all of us? Who is secret agent here? You are? No? All your neighbor knows that you're a realtor? No. Your street know you're a realtor? No. All your relatives know? All your relatives know you're a realtor?
All my friend knows.
Do you do business in friends? Guys, the first and foremost thing, what you have to do is, you have to come out of that mindset of being a secret agent. Anybody and everybody you meet on the road, in the train, in the bus, at the work, wherever, they should know you are a realtor. I'll tell you why. Every single person living on this earth can be your client. If not today, maybe 20 years after. Everybody needs housing. Everybody needs a shelter. Fortunately, we are in an industry where 8 billion people living on this earth wants us. That is the attitude which you should have. Right? So, start visualizing a $10,000 on everybody's head. Those $10,000 are for you. And on top of it, we work on 50-50 split. So that is why I said 10,000 for you, 10,000 for me. Right? So I'm being very logical. That is the kind of attitude which you need to have to create the success for yourself in the real estate industry. So you have to start using an online and offline channels to reach potential buyers and sellers. Now, I'm pretty sure many of you might be having the question, what is the most effective source to get business in real estate? So, it all depends upon your own situation. But when you're starting your real estate career, I'll give you some free source, no cost to you, how you can generate business. Door knocking. No cost to you. Most effective way to generate business. Cold calling. Flyers. Minimum cost to you. You can go and distribute the flyers yourself. Right?
Yeah.
Social media. If you go to putting the billboards, if you try to do Google ad and all that stuff, that's going to cost you money. Once you have made money, you can switch on to those means. Right? So there are two ways. People say in real estate industry that whatever you earned last year, spend 20% of it on promotion. I don't believe on that. That is the thought process of a shopkeeper. My thought process is entrepreneurial. I say, whatever amount I put in the marketing, I have to make 5 times of it. You have to work on building up a marketing strategy for yourself. If you don't do that, you won't be able to succeed in the real estate industry. Now, when I say succeed, most of the time people, they think I'm already a success. So, who is more than 5 years in the real estate industry? You are? And you are? What was your best year?
21.
21. What was your second best? 2017.
Correct.
Am I right? That was not his best.
2020.
Come on, that was the markets. If you ask from somebody who knows business, my best year was 2022. Second best was 2021. Third best was 2020. So guys, please analyze what you are doing. If you are just totally dependent upon if the market will be good, only then it's going to be my best year. I promise you when market is bad, you will be out of the market.
Raman, I have a question for you. For the paid promotion on the social media, right? What's your intake on that?
Fantastic. Until and unless you don't build up the generic one, please, if you can spend, do the paid promotion. Yes.
Regarding door knocking, what do you think what should be the conversion ratio? Like for 100 doors, do you think one client?
100%. The door knocking conversion ratio is 100%, guys.
So like every 100 doors, we can get
You should get 100 listings.
100 things.
Absolutely. If you are knocking 100 doors, your success should be 100%. It doesn't matter. You are selling those listings in next 25 years. That is
The mindset you should.
the real story of the door knocking. So somebody was there 10 years in industry, am I right? What's your name, sir? Sorry? Shanawaz. Shanawaz, wherever you were working 10 years before, you know SaveMax from last 10 years. You used to hate us, right? A lot of people used to hate us. You used to meet a lot of people who hate SaveMax.
Because of the commission. Like marketing.
Why? Did we do anything to them? No. Not because of the commission. Not because of that, I'll tell
You
you.
cannot compete.
No. It was not even they cannot compete us. It was only one reason. They were doing the same thing quietly, not telling anybody. I was doing the same thing loudly. I was shouting about it. People were doing listing on 500. Am I right? In the brokerage where you were working or anywhere. 500, 200, 900, even like no commission, only will charge you if you buy the house. They were doing everything, but they were not telling anybody. We were telling everybody what we are doing. Right? So there's a big lesson in this story. The big lesson is, if you want to be, now we are a success story. You all paid to come here. Right? There are a lot of realtors who wants to be part of SaveMax team. So, it's a lesson for you. If you want to be success story, that people come and want to work with you down the road after 5-10 years, you need to learn how people should hate you. So how they can hate you? Do what they are doing quietly, you become loud. You become loud onto that. Yes.
Yeah. So when you started this 999 listing, right? Then will be like so many hatred, negativity, everything, right? So how you dealt with it?
But where was that hatred? Tell me.
like from our community, like you guys are.
How does it matter?
Yeah.
They are not giving me business. Guys, you have to understand, clients were loving us. Because I am talking about, so who loves you? The person whose interest you are protecting loves you. And my job is to protect my client's interest. They were loving me. How does it matter if somebody hates me where I have no interest? I don't even focus on them. And this was the example which I gave you. I don't focus on those negative people who have nothing to do with me. So my focus is always on the person who is taking care of me. And that is my client. So I was not hated. I was the most loved person among the clients.